Hey, good morning, everybody. I hope you can hear this. I hope everybody's doing good. I'm back, I guess you could say. Uh, I got back to the mothership yesterday morning about 6 o'clock, and I had an appointment for 7. My APU had a radiator leak, and it needed service as well. Scheduled PM on it. So I went ahead and got it set up. In fact, they got me in at 6:30 instead of 7, which was cool. And I went ahead and relaxed a little bit. Took them about almost 2.5 hours to get it accomplished, and she's back running and doing something it's not supposed to do. And it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's just kind of weird because now, as soon as I turn off the engine, it automatically comes on. I guess that's a cool thing, because before it wouldn't do that. But anyway, we're up and running, and also they finally adjusted my cruise control when I got the truck, and I went on my runs for that whole 6 weeks. The cruise control on this International was set at 63 miles per hour, and according to the rules, or whatever they are, lease op's supposed to be able to travel at 65 maximum speed on these things. So with that being said, the gentleman, the mechanic, went ahead and adjusted it for me. He verified that I only had a 63 mile an hour cruise, and he went ahead and adjusted to 65. I tried to get him adjusted to 70, just a joke. Don't blow this out of proportion. And, he started laughing. He said, "Yeah, it might cost you a couple of bills." And I said, "Hey, I'll give it to you." But we were laughing about it. It was funny. But anyway, they did a great job on it, and I appreciate what they do here at, Prime, the mechanics. They're part of this group and, team. And we didn't have them, we'd be in a world of hurt, because we'd be having to take everything to the manufacturers, and we don't want to go there. But anyway, that got taken care of. I picked me up some extra engine oil, put it in the truck, and basically ended up on standby. Well, they moved my PTA to 1,800 hours, or 6 o'clock last night, and then I finally told them, well, I was done by 9, which was about my scheduled time for my PTA to end, my scheduled availability. But my fleet manager said, didn't really say anything off the bat, and then all of a sudden, I got you a planned loadout this evening, picking up here at Prime and taking it to Tulsa, Oklahoma. But he told me give him a call in the afternoon, and I just sit out here in the truck, basically watch TV or whatever, reorganize a few items that me and Mama had put in here to begin with. And I called him in the afternoon and found out it hadn't even been loaded yet, wherever it was, and supposedly pickup would be at 0400 this morning. It's right now 4 minutes to 4 in the morning on Tuesday, the 9th of June, and you see what I'm doing. I got a pre-plan, but it's got telling me nothing. The trip's only like 181 miles from here. It pays okay. I'm not complaining about the pay. The problem is I'm not rolling, and I don't like that. I wish I could have got out of here yesterday before this Cristobal came in. Now it's out here and it's freaking pouring like crazy. Supposedly it's supposed to be over by about another 4 hours, and be out of our area and back up towards the north. I'm thinking I'm going the opposite direction, thank goodness. If I get out of here with this load, I'm waiting on it. I've not received any notifications or anything yet, so I'm ready to roll. I'm just sitting here waiting. But anyway, home time was phenomenal. It was great to see my wife and my little dog. I promised you guys some videos on Saturday. We was going to take the bike out, but I got home on Thursday evening. We took some of the stuff out of the truck, and I still want to appreciate the school across the street from our house for allowing me to park my truck there. They didn't have a problem with it at all. They don't have a problem with it at all. I notify them at least a day in advance and let them know that I'm going to park up there, and it's like 100 yards from my house, which is phenomenal. So that's a cool thing, and it's lidded, and I got neighbors that keep an eye on it as well. I've talked to my neighbors, and they don't have a problem watching to make sure nobody's jacking around with it. But anyway, right now it is what it is. We worked our butts off on Friday trying to get everything pulled out of here and get things done. I shut down the system because the APU had a leak. We shut down everything and pulled stuff out of the refrigerators, anything, and disconnected and shut down the whole truck down and let it relax and let it take a break itself. But anyway, my wife, everybody knows my wife has a, she's got this condition with her back and everything, and she was trying to help me, and I'm so impressed with her climbing up in this truck, because I'm telling you guys, it's a task for her to even get up in this truck. And she got up here and helped me, and if it wasn't for my wife, I don't know what I'd do with myself. So I'm thankful I've got a beautiful, understanding and loving wife that puts up with my crap. So we got all that stuff out, and she was pretty worn out and sore and everything, and we kind of relaxed that afternoon. It was hot. I mean, it's been hot up here in Missouri in the 90s, and the heat indices over 100 degrees and triple digits and stuff, and it was just tough on her. So the next morning I got up early, as I always do, and I was drinking coffee, and my son-in-law called me, which Saturday was my birthday. I turned 60, of course. So now it's been a year since I've seen you. I'm a year older now. So, but anyway, again, thanks everybody for birthday wishes out there as well. But we made a decision not to go. She was still pretty worn out, and I just let her relax. And I told my son-in-law we're going to take a rain check on that, because I knew it was going to get hot later in the day, and even though you're riding in the breeze on a motorcycle, it takes its toll on you, because it'll drain you. The heat will flat drain you. So basically, we just decided not to mess with it. I went ahead and removed my chains off the truck so I'd have some room underneath my bunk for the truck. I've got to get me we're looking into possibly mounting I want to mount a job box, one of those rigid job boxes, the yellow boxes. I'm going to try to see if I can get it, the smaller version, and get one mounted on my catwalk. I've got to take some more dimensions and deal, and I want to put it on the back, because they apparently don't put, and maybe someone can help me. I have a 2020 International. Apparently they don't have one of them little boxes that you can use. It's a ladder plus a box, and I wanted to put one of them on the back, and I could put my chains in there, but apparently they don't make them for the International, which that's hard for me to believe. They make them for the Freightliner and the Pete, why not the International? But apparently I was told by detail over here that they don't have them, they don't build them, and you have to put the little racks on. Well, I despise the racks, and nothing against my trainer at all. He had them on there, but he had them in a position to where you had to crawl in between that and the cab to get to your hoses, and they just ripped my clothes all the time. And I said, that's not going to happen on my truck. So the option is, there is one that goes across the front of the cab itself, close to the cab and back side of the fuel tank on the driver's side, and you can put one there, and supposedly that's $150. You can have that put in, and it'll hold your chains. I don't trust them things. They don't look like they'll hold your chains, but Jamal's did. Hold up a minute. I got rain splattering in. Okay. And then number two, they have a set that you can actually put on your back mud flaps on your duals. On your super singles on the back side. You can put them on both sides of them. They run $600 a set. So that's kind of a little steep too. So I'm going to come up with the idea that I think I can mount one of them boxes, the 19 by 32 inch job box, and put it right on the catwalk. The only difference is my clearance with the reefer, the reefer motor and all that. But we figured it out. It's going to be below that, the bottom of the reefer motor on the back, on the front end of on the trailer. It should clear it, but again, I'm looking at probably moving my fifth wheel back at least one notch you know, adjusting it one more notch. So I'm in the center of my, in the center right now, center notch, but I want to probably move it back at least one notch back. And then that should give me plenty of clearance. And that's what I want to do, because it'll hold, it would actually hold some of the, I could put a divider in it, put the chains on one side, and then also put my oil and my, all my diesel stuff, you know, oil and treatment and all that stuff, put it in that area, and I could have some open space in the underneath the bunk. So I gotta review it a little bit because, excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm noticing that I've got only one catwalk grade, and it's only like I think it's something like 14.5 inches wide, depth wise, but the width's fine. The width I ain't worried about, it's the depth. So me and my buddy, being my old buddy back when we worked into construction, he told me, he gave me advice to where actually you could probably put an extension piece of metal on the back side of it to where that it would rest, because I believe those legs on those job boxes are actually indented. They're actually more inside than they actually flush on the outside, if you understand what I mean by that. In other words, the dimensions are 19. Well, I feel that the legs and all four legs are probably about 14 inches in, because they're indented inside. So I got to research it a little bit more. I got some time. You know, I got till September or October if we had to have it back then, the truck. But I was noticing someone driving down the road in Montana or somewhere, it's snowing on the ground. So you got to be careful. I don't know, but maybe I'm ratting myself out. Maybe, you know, maybe I'm illegal. I don't know. But I had to get them out of here. They were underneath my bunk, and on these bunks they have an indention in like this, where there's space back there, and it's been blocking my AC and my heater area, which I don't care about the heater right now, but that was storage space being wasted, and I needed that for putting extra soda and water underneath there, so, or clothes, whatever, in a bag or whatever, you know. So anyway, that's what's been going on, and I'm sorry I haven't talked to you guys in a couple of days. It's just been chaotic, me and my wife trying to get things done. Of course, Sunday was a day of, you know, we went to church, me and her both. That day's pretty well put to that day is dedicated, you know, to Christ, and that's what we do. And then of course Monday morning I had to leave out early to get up here for the appointment. But yeah, I'm back. Well, yeah, I'm back, but I'm not doing nothing. So this is the sad part, because this is going to really kill my week. I've only got one trip on this week, so I don't know how that plans out or how that works. I might not end up with any money, as usual. Seems that way. It's been that routine, and my wife and me are just cringing. You know, it's been tough, guys. It's been really tough out here, and I've known you guys are out there, you supporting me and everything, and I'm not giving up. I'm just saying it's going to be a tough week, and we'll see what happens after that. We'll go from there. I don't plan on going home. I don't have another scheduled appointment until the end of July. So we're going to play it by ear and see what that comes up. I got a endocrinologist appointment. My diabetes, I'm a diabetic type 2, if you didn't know that already. So I take medication, and I have to maintain a certain level, and also that affects my DOT physical. So, and that comes up in, I believe my DOT comes up in September or October this year. So I only get a 1-year DOT certification on my physical, so I have to maintain everything. So all my appointments are hitting in that range. Back in October, I went home to do the VA blood test. Of course, you know, COVID-19 kind of screwed that up, so they decided not to bring me in, which kind of screwed me up in a way. Even though it was my weekend for my birthday, it was a good day, I needed the break, so I took it anyway. I mean, I could have just called Craig and said, hey, I'm going to cancel my home time and come back to work, but I didn't. I decided to go ahead and take it. So that one's on me. We'll see how it works, but hopefully these loads are picking up, because I'm telling you, I see a lot of people here in Prime sitting, a lot. And thankfully I got a I don't deal with driver lineup, which I probably should have this time. I might have got out of here yesterday, but I'll play it by ear and see what happens. But right now, I'm just kind of waiting for them to give me the call or hear this Qualcomm Go Ballistic. So knowing that it's here already, but nobody's told me anything. I'm right now just waiting to see if I get a phone call or something. But anyway, guys, hey, I'm glad to be back. I'm sorry I hadn't been keeping up with you guys at the house front. I promised you guys videos, and I didn't do much at all. We just worked on the truck, and I hung out with my wife. I mean, basically, I shut this place down and just said, heck with it. I'm just don't think about trucking for 2 or 3 days and be with my family. And I got to see a couple of my grandchildren, which was awesome. My other kids one went to Florida. They're dealing with this crap here. They did deal with it. And I got to see my 2 grandchildren that live close by, so I'm happy. I mean, you know, I was able to see my family. I was able to spend my birthday with them. I have a lot of friends that called me and said hi and wished me a happy birthday and stuff, and that was cool. Now it's time to get back at it again, and we're going to give it a run here, hopefully starting this morning. I'm hoping to get this run in. It's due, well, it's scheduled to be an appointment scheduled at 12 noon today in Tulsa, but you know, time is rolling. Time is of the essence right now. I need to get rolling. I know it's only a few hours down the road, but still. And hopefully pick up a load right then and there, and it'll cover for Wednesday. At least get 3 loads in, something out there. I don't expect my check's going to be very big again this week, so we'll see. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to touch bases, say hi to you guys. I miss y'all. Been nice to talk to you. Thanks for the comments again, as always. Oh yeah, we're up to 151 subscribers now. Awesome. I appreciate it. I appreciate the subscribe. I appreciate you all out there. Thank you for the comments again. Oh yeah, and back up there, Stefan and Jay and Mr. Garcia, all you guys. Thank you for the advice on the APU about shutting it down and stuff. Appreciate that. That helped. I mean, I was able to get it do what you told me to do, and it worked, so that was cool. So, I mean, I didn't mess it up any more than what it was. Apparently these radiators are not too good on these Thermo Kings. They got aluminum. The fins and stuff are aluminum, but the outside casings are metal, and when it does, it vibrates them, and that metal kind of wears out the fins and causes leaks, get into the tubing of the cylinder of the radiator, and it loose, because apparently this APU was not new. I was asking him about it. I said, you think he'd put a new one on a brand new truck, but he said it ain't worked that way. Apparently they got tons and tons of these things scattered, and what they do is as soon as they get a brand new truck, they just go grab one and put it on there. And I think that's kind of a cheesy deal, but if you're paying rent on an APU, you ought to have a new one to start off with warranty. But apparently part of that $70 covers the warranty on them, so a lot of the repairs on an APU is not on you. I mean, you have to cover the belts and the stuff like that, the wear and tear. Now, I don't know. I was told that none of the cost of the repairs or PMs are cost you as a lease op, but my interpretation by the mechanic was I'll probably be charged for the PM. Which then again, I think it should be prorated, because when I picked this up, it only had like, I don't know, probably 400 or 500 hours left on it before it was scheduled. You know, you'd think they would have went ahead and did the PM before you picked up the new truck. And I didn't research this enough. So guys, I blame myself for half of that. I should have got into it and looked at the manuals and everything and said, wait a minute, you guys, you only got 500 hours. Let's go ahead and, why don't you guys go ahead and take care of that? But I didn't. So anyway, I don't know if that's going to be charged to me. So it's going to be pretty wild this week to see if I get any money at all out of this whole deal. So I'm going to accept the fact that it ain't going to happen. Get whatever they give me. If I get anything, oh hell, I might end up having to owe them. So I don't know. But anyway, we're going to do what we got to do, and we'll drive on. You know, Eagle 1's ready to fly. It's ready to go. So I'm ready to go, and we'll take it from there. But boy, it's flat pouring outside, guys. You can see the water out here by the window. It's flat getting after it. But anyway, guys, again, I'm rattling, so I'm going to quit rattling here. I hope you all had a great, awesome day. we'll get together again here shortly. I've got to clear up some of my videos on here and download them, get them off the deal, because I'm starting to overload my phone again. Y'all be safe, take care of yourselves, and be safe out there. You know, the crap's going on with these riots and all this, you know, stuff going on. Be safe, be conscientious. Sorry about what happened to Trucker Nene. You know, I feel for her. I mean, you know, I hope she's okay. I know she's not, because I know the wedding ring's a very important part of your life, and I'm so sorry it happened to her. But again, we all have to be conscientious. You know, I had it happen the other day. Well, it didn't happen. A guy come up here banging on my dang door, and I just cracked my window and I said, "Could I help you?" He said, "Yeah, I'm a veteran," because everybody knows I got my veterans decals on, and he's looking for money. And I turned around and said, "Okay, let me see your VA card." And, "Oh, it's my truck." I said, "I can't help you unless you show a VA card." So you just got to think, you know, stuff like that. But again, y'all be safe, take care of yourself, and we'll talk again, all right? Always remember, we're going to keep driving for perfection. Y'all have a great day. Bye.